It ain't about wins and losses, it's all about unpacking trivia.
Oi mate, there's you.
I believe it is.
Wicked. You coaching football.
Ted Lasso is the coach we all need in 2023. He's positive, he's empathetic, and he's not afraid to be himself. Following the exploits of our titular folksy optimist played by Jason Sudeikis, Ted is an American football coach who's hired to manage an English soccer team called AFC Richmond despite having zero experience with the sport. And with that alone, you can already tell where the fun begins. But while those sprinkles of team play, optimism, and hilarity are great, there are some fun facts beneath it all as well, as a nice little bonus. That's why in today's Curious Rhino, we'll be taking a peek at this locker room full of sports trivia, in a non-creepy way of course. For starters, did you know that the idea for the show actually sparked from Jason Sudeikis and Brendan Hunt's early careers as improv comedians? That's right, they came up with the concept over 20 years ago while performing with their comedy troupe Boom Chicago. But what really made that light bulb shine in their heads was when the duo went on a trip to Amsterdam and fell in love with the sport of football. Not the American kind of course, but soccer. So, Jason, being the fun man of the group, decided to buy them a PlayStation so they could play FIFA together. And get this, back then, no American had ever managed a major European football team, except in video games. This got Jason and Brendan thinking, hey, what would happen if an NFL coach tried to make the transition to European football? And that's how the idea for Ted Lasso was born.
The SAG Awards, and we are nominated for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Comedy.
There is more to it though. In 2012, NBC Sports acquired the rights to broadcast Premier League games in America, but they weren't sure if their audience would be into it. So they decided to use a commercial as a way to introduce viewers to the English sport. You can already guess what the commercial ended up being. The original advertisement was just like the show we all know and love. Lasso, an American NFL coach, gets hired to coach a Premier League team, Tottenham Hotspur to be exact, even though he knows absolutely nothing about the sport. Spoiler alert, he gets fired pretty quickly. But that doesn't stop him from being his usual enthusiastic, charismatic self. The advert was shot mockumentary style, a la The Office, and it was a huge hit in the States. In fact, it got over 250 million views on YouTube alone, probably due to all of that Sudeikis charm. Speaking of Jason Sudeikis, did you know that he actually just straight up wears his own clothes on the show? That's right, the wardrobe department didn't have to do much, if anything, at least for his character. Ted's signature look of a hoodie, sweatpants, and sneakers just worked for his laid-back persona. Another fun fact is the character of Roy Kent, who's played by Brett Goldstein, was originally supposed to be a minor character with only a few lines. However, the writers and producers were so impressed by Goldstein's audition that they decided to expand the role and make him a main character. Talk about making an impression.
I always figured that tea was just gonna taste like hot brown water. And you know what? I was right.
To top it all off, did you know that the show has become so popular that it's actually had a real-life impact? AFC Richmond, the fictional team that Ted Lasso coaches, has become so beloved by fans that a real-life soccer team in the UK has started selling official AFC Richmond merchandise. By the way, Jurgen Klopp, the manager of Liverpool FC, well, he's a big fan of the show and he's been a source of inspiration for several moments in the series, such as the karaoke night. Who would have thought that a simple idea hatched by two improv comedians over 2 decades ago would eventually blossom into a beloved show that will inspire and entertain so many people? It just goes to show you that sometimes the most unexpected ideas can lead to amazing things. With that said, we hope you enjoyed our little journey into the sports world of Ted Lasso. What's your favorite fun fact about the show? It can be anything from an Easter egg to some behind the scenes info. Be sure to tell us in the comment section and don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want more trivia filled content from us. Thank you and see you next time.